Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as I turn down this music and we get into the post-show. I'm your host, DJ Wilma. I'm just going to get straight into it because I just finished casting these games on our channel. And, man, what a series. It felt so hard to watch. Like, I'm such an MTG fan, but then, an MTG, not Magic the Gathering. I am a Magic the Gathering fan, I'll give you that, but Motivate.Trust Gaming that first game. Okay, so the first game, it was basically like MTG goes Death Prophet, Ricky, Bloodseeker, I think it was a Vengeful Spirit, which I was really not a fan of, and Tiny on Q. So I'm like, okay, this is not a bad lineup, but they have a specific timing. They get all the way to the tier 3s. Jackie kind of gets a little too cocky up against DeMonster, dives, trying to get a kill on the Lifestealer, because I think DeMonster went Lifestealer. Who was it? Lifestealer? Crap, I can't even remember. I literally just casted the series, and I can't remember what it was. I think it was Lifestealer. I'm just going to keep saying Lifestealer, Lifestealer, Lifestealer until I get it. Lifestealer, Lifestealer, Lifestealer. It was Lifestealer. Oh, yeah, it was Lifestealer, Undying, Rubik, Mars, and Invoker. So, basically, MTG, they're ahead for quite a lot of the game. Quite a lot. Like, I would say pretty serious. Like, it was a little bit back and forth in the early game, and then they're like, okay, we got this timing. We got our pushing. We're winning this game. We're winning this game. They get all the way up to the tier 3 towers. There is no Death Prophet ult. They don't use the Death Prophet ult, I think, once on the tier 3 towers, which is super unfortunate. Jackie thinks he can catch out the Lifestealer. Lifestealer gets down to a fraction of a health, gets force staffed into the base. Ricky's like, I can still do this, and dies. He dies to it, and that was it. He died. I think he had the Aegis. He gets killed. His team's like, yo, we're not going in on this. This is a bad fight, man. Gets killed once, gets killed twice. That's it. Ricky dies. Since that fight, went downhill. They never had the same pushing ability. They were never able to bring the fight back to the tier 3 towers. Lifestealer just got fat. Mars getting some really good initiations. Invoker doing, great tornadoes. And DeMonster take the game. It was a very close game, I want to say, but they just missed their timing on the side of Motivate.Trust Gaming. Game 2. Game 2 was Sven first pick for DeMonster, which I'm like, Chinese Dota, Sven. What do you do about it? What do you do about it? Albeit, MTG managed to get Snapfire, they managed to get a Faceless Void, but it didn't work. There was just not enough. I think they went, the full lineup was DeMonster going Sven, Kunkka mid, Mars, and Marana in the offlane, which is just like, you give them Sven, you give them you give them Mars, you give them Marana, like, that's like giving them the win, man. Like, that's like, the Kunkka is irrelevant. Yeah, you took away their Invoker, so they didn't get the Invoker too, but like, that's exactly what they want. Whereas Motivate.Trust Gaming, they go Snapfire and Faceless Void, which makes sense. They go for a Leshrac, which I can understand, putting the damage in, got a lot of magic damage. Then they go for a Sand King, which I'm like, I guess you have farming potential against the Sven, because Sven's not going to be wasting sentries. Like, I was not going to be wasting sentries. So you kind of get some lane, and then you go in Ember mid, and the Ember mid just doesn't do too well. Too many stuns on the side of DeMonster, and it ends up being a 34-minute. So it was a pretty long series. It was longer than most of the series we've seen, but like, it just felt like it was, game 2 was such a draft win. It was just so hard. So hard. Sven just out farming no matter what. Sven just out farms, and that just puts another check on the list for DeMonster to win with Sven. Like, I don't know. So that's the end of our lower bracket finals. Our grand finals are tomorrow, 5 a.m. for CEST. So if you're awake, you can watch it. But for my C fans out there, you know, you guys are going to be able to get it whenever you want. It's LBZS versus DeMonster. It's the upper bracket finals rematch. I hope we don't see any Sven. It's going to be a tough series. DeMonster still look really good, but DeMonster looked like they had, like, I feel like it was MTG.Trust losing, like, not being able to execute their first draft to the efficiency they needed to be able to win the first game, and then just got outdrafted the second game. I don't think LBZS is going to be that easy. It is a best of 5 to my knowledge, so I have a feeling it's going to go 3-1 in favor of LBZS. I think there's going to be one game where DeMonster's really going to like try and like push the envelope and win the game, but at the same time, I think that's where it's going to end up. That's it for my predictions, guys. I hope to see you tomorrow, and best of luck. See ya. Thanks for watching.